How's it going, everyone? It's me, Lone, and I'm gonna level with you. I know that I haven't been consistent with videos, and I completely understand that a lot of you have unsubscribed. That is on me and me alone. And I also know that I've had several failed attempts to get this envisioned Fallout 3 series of mine off the ground. But this is honestly it. If you are watching this video right now, it means that I've created the next 4 videos in this series. Last year, I made a promise to myself that I wouldn't upload the first video in this series until I had completed 5 in total. And I'm happy to finally say that I've done that, and I'll be releasing those videos regularly after this one goes live. I am really excited for all of you to see this series evolve, and if you want to be notified of those videos, all you need to do is subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell. So with all that out of the way, and thanks to a lot of help from the Fallout Wiki, which is linked and referenced in the description below, here are the secrets and facts of Fallout 3 that you may not remember, Part 1. Starting with the intro of Fallout 3, the car radio that you see is working, whereas in the game, none of them actually do. The power armor featured in the video is also technically not in the game. Whereas this power armor has the Brotherhood of Steel insignia on the breastplate, those in the game have the insignia on the shoulder pauldrons. And finally, the actual location featured in the intro is not technically in the game either. Now moving on to Vault 101. Vault 101 is one of 2 fully functional vaults in Fallout 3, next to just Vault 112. As an obvious one for you by now, the voice actor for your father, James, is actually Liam Neeson. And more on your father, the race that you pick when creating your character will actually determine what race James is for the rest of the game. This is why his appearance is obscured in the initial opening. The box of toys in your room when you're a baby is labelled orthopedic supplies, which makes complete sense as James is a doctor. Moving on to your 10th birthday, the poster for Bingo Night in the cafeteria has a bingo ball with the number 13 on it, which is a reference to Vault 13 in the original Fallout, especially because the first prize is a week's supply of water rations, and the big issue with Vault 13 was that it was running out of water. Old Lady Palmer very early on actually indicates that your father James was not originally from Vault 101.
Are you having a nice party? 10 years old. My. Seems like only yesterday that your daddy came.
The sweet roll given to you by Old Lady Palmer is of course a reference to the Elder Scrolls, but this reference actually dates back to Elder Scrolls Arena, where one of the class determining questions references a gang of 3 kids trying to take your sweet roll, which also happens in Fallout 3 too. If you pick an option while talking to Butch, which causes him to fight you, it opens up a conversation with Officer Gomez that otherwise would not have been available.
I hope Butch didn't hurt you. You want to tell me what that was all about?
The poem which Beatrice gives you for your 10th birthday suggests that deceased Vault 101 residents are actually incinerated to get rid of the bodies. If you wait around at your birthday, you can listen to Butch and his mates discuss what to call their gang. They mention Vault Rats, Vault Snakes, and other names, before eventually deciding, of course, on the Tunnel Snakes. One of the suggestions is also Vault Dwellers, which again itself is a reference to the original Fallout. Stanley mentions it's impossible to take off a Pip-Boy without serious complications, which may imply it does permanent damage to one's arm.
Besides, you can't get it off. Biometric seals, etc. I could tell you some stories about trying to take them off the old folks. Well, that's hardly a fit subject for a kid's birthday party.
A number of songs used for the Vault 101 PA system were actually used in Fallout Shelter. The reason Vault 101 has radroaches is because the vault door was opened so many times, which is in conflict with the original goal of the vault, to study an overseer in a vault which stayed closed indefinitely. The only reason James was allowed entry into the vault is because the vault needed a doctor and the overseer agreed. And before this, 2 separate vault dwellers also escaped Vault 101, both making their way to Megaton. Moving on a little bit now, the Revelation 21:6 frame hanging on the wall in James's office can be picked, and it contains an audio recording of James when your character is a baby. This of course is accessible later on in the game. On the Vault 101 medical data system terminal on James's desk, there are notes which imply how Jonas is helping James with his plans to leave the vault and work on the water purification project. Interestingly, James also mentions that he has used some of the vault's water chips in order to perform his experiments, which themselves are vital to the vault's water purification system. While the medicine bobblehead is available to grab on James's desk when you're 16, it's actually available at 2 other times in the game as well, so you don't need to grab it now. The art for question question 4 of the GOAT shows a Vault Boy playing soccer, even though the question is about baseball. This is because the last answer is about wishing the Vault had a soccer team, and after the GOAT, if you wait around, you can actually find out the job which each student has been slated for. For instance, Butch is going to be a hairdresser.
You surprised me, Butch. I didn't think you had it in you. Hairdresser. Who would have thunk it?
You're so full of it. That isn't true.
And then waiting even longer, you can also see how Freddy Gomez struggles to answer the last question, even though all the answers are the same, namely being the Overseer.
I'm thinking of going with Overseer for the last one. What did you put?
If you pass a speech check, you can actually give Butch the confidence to kill the Radroaches himself, and funnily enough, he'll still believe that you helped him. Numerous Vault residents died during the Radroach infestation when James escaped. Grandma Taylor, Floyd Lewis, Vicky Hannon, Jonas Palmer, and eventually Paul Hannon Jr. James locks his terminal before leaving Vault 101, perhaps because he had more notes that he didn't want you to see. They could have actually indicated where he was going, and maybe he didn't want you to see that. If you act quickly enough, you can actually save Tom and Mary Holden from being killed by the guards. Officer Mack, the one berating Amada in the room, is the one responsible for killing Jonas. Because of his harassment towards Amada, if you don't take the 10mm pistol that she offers you during the escape quest, she will keep it for herself and in fact shoot Mack in self-defense when he's attacking her. The Overseer's terminal contains some interesting facts, including that Vault 101 never received a GEC due to time and monetary constraints, and also that residents of Vault 101 have already left the Vault to do some scouting. In fact, 2 Vault residents remained in Megaton as ambassadors to collect info while the others returned to the Vault. Outside of Vault 101's door, you can find skeletons and signs with the words, "Help us," "Let us in, motherfuckers," and "We're dying assholes" on them. This is because people have tried to get into Vault 101 for years, and some died while doing so. Vault 101 also has a camera outside the door, so those watching would have been able to watch these people die. Finally, after your departure from the Vault, all the Vault residents discover the truth that the outside world is actually inhabitable, and that people have left the Vault before. This divides the Vault into 2 groups, one led by Amada, and the other led by the Overseer. Of course, the Overseer doesn't want anyone leaving the Vault anymore, where Amada's group is open to it. And as a small fact that ends this video, your character leaves the Vault when they are only 19 years old. Thank you so much for watching this video, I really hope you enjoyed it. Again, if you want to be notified of future videos in this series, all you need to do is subscribe and hit that notification bell. Until next time, this has been the Lone Vault Wanderer. Please take care of yourself, and would you kindly keep fighting the good fight.